It's gonna be the last question, all right? Because I'm probably gonna have to bring you back for just a solo interview so you could actually talk.
Panda, man, I'm here for you, man. Anytime you need me, you know what it is, man. Just call me, man. We gonna talk crazy to each other.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. What about a Fat Joe story that has never been told?
Yo, guy tries to find every angle.
I'm assuming it's gonna be a good story, like the one that makes him look good.
Shit, good or bad, I'll tell that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't tell the street shit because there's a lot of shit that we've done that shouldn't be told on these cameras. But I will tell you this story. When we was like running around with each other doing like rocking out, we told him to come to the studio. That's when he had the MPV and shit like that. He came to the studio, and that's when me and Pearl was in the midst of doing our album and shit. You know, we was in there, we was deep in there and shit and whatnot. I looked at Joe, I said, yo, we need like a skit, like an intro or some shit, like not an intro, but like a skit or something. You got something? He's like, I'll make some shit up. All right, cool. I'm not gonna front. That nigga freestyle. If you go to our joint and you see Joe the Fat Gangster, whatever we titled it.
Right, the gangster.
He freestyled the joint. Every time I grab a mic, you know I'm never yelling. Mesanjarz of Funk and Fat Joe, acapella. I do my thing. I'm from the boogie down Bronx, knocking out punks. Can I hear a response? I kick Flav, kid. I'm doing murder bids. Cause I don't give a fuck on this kid. I'll fuck your mom to kill your pops. I don't stop. I won't stop. And I'm out in the minute, so fuck your family and shit. Off the head, he did that shit. I was like, yo, I like that shit. I kept it. It was one take Jake.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that recorded everything. So I took that shit, I put the echoes to it and all that and shit, and just slapped it on the album and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So like that was a good story because we was in there chilling and, you know what I'm saying, vibing about our dreams of how we gonna come out and do things and shit. Shout out to Kool G Rap. Kool G Rap was there too. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me add a Kool G Rap story in connection to that. After we left out of there, Kool G Rap actually took me with his man, I think Ant Banks. I hope I'm saying the right name or whatnot. But Kool G Rap, he was with these 2 Puerto Rican chicks and shit. He was with his man, Ant Banks and shit. I hope I'm not getting you in trouble, G Rap, but I got the story. He took me out to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that was after the studio session with Joe and my partner and my people. That nigga Kool G Rap took me out to eat. What I can remember is that nigga, it was a seafood place. I can remember that because I hate seafood. I probably got a burger and some fries or some shit.
Wait a minute, how you gonna hate seafood?
I can't eat seafood. I don't know. Let's skip that, Panda. Don't get me fucked up out here. But what I can remember is this nigga G-Rat ordered wild oysters and shit. I looked at this man, he started laughing. Like, yes, I know what you about to do there. You know what I'm saying? And he was like just eating them oysters. I said, yo, man, I'm good. You ready? You ready? You know what I'm saying? He paid for everything. And no, listen, he was G-Rap, Kool G Rap, nigga. You understand? I was a nobody probably compared to this nigga, but he fucked with me so heavy. We was in Queens. He had that limo take me from Queens all the way to the Bronx to drop me the fuck off. And I've always respected G-Rap for that. You know what I'm saying? Wow. He never left me like, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have been like, man, fuck this nigga. We out. Yo, you go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But he showed me so much love in that studio and took me out to eat, to chill. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just picking his brain. He's picking my brain, Paul, if needed. And put me in a limo and dropped me off back to the Bronx, man. I mean, I could have went my own route after the studio, but he offered. He's like, yo, you want to go? I was like, funny. I was like, yo, nigga, it's Kool G Rap. I'm hanging with Kool G motherfucking Rap. And show me love, man. If Kool G Rap, if you see this and you out there, I appreciate that, man. I got time to spend time with a legend. So, and you know, that's the Fat Joe story connected with that and shit like that. So,
right. So to touch on the Joe topic, because you said he was freestyling off the top, right? So that kind of dispels some of those rumors that people say that he never writes anything of his own stuff. So, like, I mean, obviously he came.
Hey, listen, man. Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you something about this writing shit. I'm not even saying that Joe didn't have a right or a pun didn't write no shit. I'm pretty sure he probably did. But what I'm trying to tell you is, as an artist, when you're in the room, in the studio, there's pressure to get that fucking music done. You understand what I'm saying? To the best of your ability. Because there ain't no motherfucking A&R, no president, no vice president gonna want to hear no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So as an artist or as a businessman and shit, you got so many variables going on and shit. You got to come with some front finishing stellar product. You feel what I'm saying? So I know Joe could put a pad to a pen or a pen to a pad, whatever the fuck you want to say, and shit like that. But let's just say Joe was smart enough to say, you know what, man, this man's pen is crazier than mine. I'm going to get him to write X, Y, and Z and such and such. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman. This is a fucking business. And shit, what's off the table? What's not off the table? Now you're going to the point of saying, oh, this is hip hop. You got to write your bars, which is true. You understand what I'm saying? But some people don't see the foresight of what's going on when you get to that other side of the fence on saying, yeah, I'm nice. I'm a rap. You know what I'm saying? And then that A&R tell you, yo, nigga, you nice, but you can't make no fucking records to save your life. You don't know how to arrange. You don't know how to compose. You don't know that there's a 4-bar bridge here. Your opening line better be breathtaking because you have to get to here to get to there. You feel what I'm saying? Your third verse is trash. You got to fix that because it's not conducive to the second and first. Like all those variables is there. You think it's somebody, it's the rapper and the producer in there and they coming out with these fucking stellar hits. I've not yet seen one person to really literally kind of do that. There's a think tank all the time when it comes to these big stars. Anyway, I'm not saying it can't be done, but the biggest of biggest artists do have think tanks. You know what I'm saying? Whether they write a hook here, an opening line here, or half a verse here, or this, that, there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying that. I haven't seen it, but you know, it is what it is. I know Punch Pen is Punch Pen is fucking crazy. To catch up with him, nigga, you better ask that nigga to write some shit. It's Punch. You crazy? If Joe was to tell me today, if I ever read him a question, yeah, Punch did write for me and shit like that, I wouldn't be like sitting like, ew, you ain't hip hop. That's what. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, sounds like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You found Punch Rhyme book.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I think the problem is like you can have people write for you, but you can't like really call yourself a full on lyricist then. You know what I mean? There's a difference between being a rapper and a lyricist. Or then also
you can't. All right, so let me say this, Panda. Let me say this. If that's the case, then can Scarface call himself a full on lyricist when we know Willie D wrote some shit for him? You know what I'm saying? Can Ice Cube call himself a full on lyricist when we know Dell wrote some shit for him? You feel what I'm saying?
You hitting it with the hard stuff.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of greats had shit written for them and shit. It's just on the it's on the note. It's on the who's to know because who was in that building or in that room rather to see that happening. You understand what I'm saying? Even Ghostface said, "Yo, we throw darts at each other and say, yo, say this. This would be dope for an opening line or such and such. Probably not increments of whole fucking round bars and shit like that versus." But probably a little here and there and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's different though. That's different if you just like giving little input here and there. You know what I mean? It may be like a line or something, but like full on verses, that's where it's like, man.
Hey, listen. East Coast and West Coast has different think tanks when it comes to stuff like that. Where Eazy-E would say, fuck that, write that whole fucking song for me. I'm still Eazy-E out here. You feel what I'm saying? Because Eazy-E is still revered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's already out there in the open saying, yo, Ice Cube wrote my raps. Dr. Dre's like, yo, DOC or Snoop wrote my joint. With the East Coast, they're more heavy on the nigga, I write my own shit. Fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So what one is, and one can't be like for the other or vice versa, whereas you call Ice Cube one of the greatest of all time. But yet I just told you, and I'm not saying it assuming, Del out of his own mouth, or people out of their own mouth said Del has wrote the children's storybook or whatever that joint was on Ice Cube's first album and shit. He wrote that shit for Ice Cube to recite. And Ice Cube did that shit. Does it take away anything Ice Cube is? It'll probably break him, put him down lower on a 100 MCs list, but nonetheless, Ice Cube pens his shit too. Right, it's not like he got whole songs and every album's penned for him. You know, it happens and shit like that. So I just tell you, I ain't never had no shit like that. That's why I'm probably not rapping to this day. Because I won't allow a motherfucker to touch nothing I do and shit. You know what I'm saying? whether good, bad, or indifferent and shit like that, I'm gonna write my own shit because I think kind of weird.
So you're not gonna tell them that I wrote that shit for you last week? Come on, man.
Ah, damn, Panda. I knew you was a phony, nigga.
Come on, I made that beat for you too.
See, like in Mesanjarz of Funk, even though, you know what I'm saying, we was considered, you know what I'm saying, we was writing lyrics in Spanish and English and shit. In the Spanish, you would probably think, okay, my brother, he knows full-blown ass Spanish, but I know a good enough plethora of words in Spanish to write my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the lyrical genius like Nas and shit when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, writing shit in Spanish, but I am somewhere where I've innovated a lot of excuse me, styles and different things in Spanish to make people be like, oh, that was new, that was different. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first and probably the only motherfucker that ever spelled words in Spanish. Right. And shit. So it is what it is. And I'm not Spanish. Well, I'm a little bit of Portuguese and shit like that, but that'll let my DNA ancestry tell you that.
All right, man. I just want to thank you for your time today. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Tina Torres. You're a nice young lady. Relax, okay?
Nah, don't do Tina like that. Don't do Tina like that. Come on, man.
Nah, Tina out here wilding, man.
She caught a bad one for that one, man.
Like it looked like the industry did her dirty. Like somebody did, like she scored. Nah, shout out to Tina Torres, man. She got good energy. She's a dope person. I like most of her stories. Not all, a lot of them stories. I'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But
have you talked to her?
Energy. I haven't spoken to her. I probably probably made a comment through IG one time and shit like that. Other than that, no. But you know, I like her truth. I like her, you know, speaking out. We need more of those, you know, women in this industry to speak out. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's the truth, speaking out, as long as it's their truthful experience, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't tell nothing to nobody about how they feel when they're telling their experiences. As long as it's factual, then it is what it is.
All right, man. Until next time, bro. I appreciate you.